Hi everyone, thanks for tuning in. If this is the first time we're practicing together, welcome. My name is Bruce Chung, and this is a 20-minute yoga practice to strengthen and stabilize the shoulders. You will need a strap. If you don't have one, just grab a belt. Let's get started. We're starting in a tabletop pose, so come onto your hands and the knees, placing the hands around shoulders distance apart, spread wide through your fingers, with the wrists underneath the shoulders. Okay, your knees are about hips distance apart and underneath the hips. Let's reach our right arm out in front of us, alongside the cheek, alongside the ear. Your palm faces the left. For this first repetition, we'll move a little bit slowly so we understand the movement. I want you to begin bending your elbow, drawing the right hand towards the shoulder, and then once it touches the shoulder or is in front of the shoulder, you're going to start turning your chest or rotating to the right, bringing the right elbow towards the ceiling, and then straightening the arm so the fingertips reach to the sky. Bend your elbow, right fingers towards shoulder cap, bring the chest to face the floor, and then straighten the arm with the hand out in front, just like we did when we started. Try that again. Bend your elbow, fingers towards the shoulder, start rotating to the right, elbow to the sky. Straighten your arm, right fingertips up. Rebend the elbow, fingers towards shoulder cap, chest facing the floor, and then right arm forward. Again, bend your elbow, fingers towards shoulder cap, rotate chest right, and then straighten the arm, fingertips high. Bend your elbow, fingertips to shoulder cap, reach the right arm forward, chest is squared. Continue and just make that a bit more fluid. The whole while we're pushing firmly through our left hand, the arm stays straight. Now the next time that your right hand is reaching up to the sky, hold and stay there. Turn your palm to face the front, stretch the arm over the ear and bring your right hand down to the floor towards the front edge of your mat. And the left hand also comes forward around shoulders distance apart. Gently push your thighs back and lower down to the head, lower down onto your head. And that might be your forehead, your nose, or even the chin. We're just going to take one inhalation, push firmly through your hands. With your exhalation, see if you can soften or melt the heart deeper. Grounding through your hands so as to lift the head and walk your hands back to tabletop pose, wrists underneath the shoulders. And then with your spine staying neutral and long, push firmly through your hands, get the shoulder blades to widen across the back. Keep your elbows straight and think of lowering or melting the heart towards the thumbs so that your shoulder blades squeeze. Can you actively squeeze the shoulder blades? Push into the hands, shoulder blades wide across the back. Focus on keeping the spine mostly long. And then one more time, squeezing the shoulder blades, minimizing any bend of the arm. Keep your arms straight if possible. Find somewhere in between, spine neutral, and then with the left arm, draw forward, palm facing the right. We'll go slow for the first couple of repetitions. Bend your left arm, think of the fingers approaching the shoulder cap. Begin rotating the chest to the left, elbow to the sky, and then straighten the arm, fingertips to the ceiling. Bend your arm, fingers to shoulder cap, chest faces the ground, and then straighten the arm, reach forward. Bend your elbow, hands to shoulder, turn your chest left, elbow to sky, left arm straightens, fingertips up. Bend the elbow, fingers to shoulder cap, chest facing floor, straighten the elbow, fingertips forward. Repeat. Find a little bit more fluidity in this movement. The whole time your right hand is pushing firmly into the ground, arm is mostly straight. And as you continue with these motions, see if you can notice the difference between this arm relative to your right. The next time that your left fingers are reaching to the sky, hold there, push down through your right hand and see if the left part of the chest can open more. Left palm faces forward. Stretch the arm over the ear and bring it towards the front part of the mat. It might end up off of the ground, or off of the mat, excuse me, and then gently slide your head and possibly the heart to the floor. Continue to lift through your forearms. Lift the armpits away from the ground, and then stay here for another full breath out. Lift your head and begin walking the hands back towards you. Tabletop pose. Push into the hands so that the shoulder blades move away from the spine. And then keep your arms straight, but think of melting the center of the heart between the thumbs. Keep your abdomen drawn in. Push through your hands so the shoulder blades widen. And then allow the shoulder blades to draw close to the spine. And then find somewhere in between. Bring your hands forward so the wrists are just in front of the shoulders. Curl your toes and find downward dog. 3 breaths. Can you think of rotating your upper arms as though you want your triceps to face the back? So I say that because they may not actually do that, but rotate the arms. Feel like your inner biceps face each other. Keep pushing through the bottom of your first fingers. Now place both of your knees onto the floor. We're going to sit in a hero pose. Take your strap or belt, and we're going to hold it with our palms facing up and the hands roughly the width of your shoulders. Now I would like for you to pull the strap taut. So keep the strap the same width or length, but pull apart. And then keep the feeling of your hands trying to pull apart. Bend your elbows and start bringing them alongside the ribs, and then the strap ends up somewhere in front of the stomach. The elbows are roughly 90 degrees. Keep the strap taut. The strap is still taut. Straighten your arms, bringing the strap to the height of the shoulders. If I missed that, that's where we're starting. Hands in front of shoulders, arms parallel to the floor, and then repeat the bending of your arms so that the upper arms end up on the outside of the ribs and the strap is in front of the navel. Straighten your elbows, draw the strap forward, keep the strap taut, hands pulling apart, and then release the strap down. Downward dog, once again, with your exhale. Look to the hands and with your right foot, step forward, lowering your back knee on your mat. Inhale, lift your arms over your head. Take both hands to your shoulder caps or fingertips to the shoulder caps and pull the elbows back. So the outer elbows, draw them to the space behind you, and then lift both of the elbow tips up towards the ceiling, and then begin to trace a circle so the elbows go forward almost in front of the nose. Maybe they touch, they start to lower down, and then you reach them behind, and then side, up. Okay, so think of drawing think of drawing large circles with your elbows. And then go into the reverse direction. As best as you can, you're moving your elbows as far away from each other, and as best as you can, you're seeing if they can come as close to touch. The next time that your elbows end up pointing or ending up in front of your face, reach both of your arms up, your palms awkwardly facing the space behind you. Bring both of your hands down, straighten the back knee, and then reach your right arm forward, just like we did from tabletop. Palm is facing the left, or palm is facing the midline. Now bring the arm towards the right so it's in line with your shoulder, and then bring the arm along the side so it's next to your body. Lift the arm higher. Bend your elbow so that the forearm goes behind your back. Some of you will probably have to rest the hand or the forearm on your spine. But if you can, lift the front of the right shoulder and then hover the hand or hover the forearm. Gently turn your chest to the right and then straighten the elbow, reach the hand to the sky. Arm on the floor or hand to the floor, downward dog, step back. Okay, deep breath in. Look to your hands and step your left foot forward. Right knee meets the mat. And then inhale, lift your arms over your head. Bring your fingers or the hands to touch the shoulder caps. And for a moment, open more through your chest by directing the outer elbows towards the space behind you. And then begin to reach the elbows up towards the sky. And then begin to draw circles as the elbows go in front of the nose. Maybe they touch. The elbows lower down. They reach back to the sides and then back up. So think of the very tip of the elbow as drawing circles. And then move in the opposite direction, trying to find or trying to draw large circles, trying to get them even bigger. Now, the next time that your elbows end up in front of your face, you're going to straighten them, reach the hands up, but your palms face the back. Can you push them back? Bring your hands down onto the floor, straighten the back knee, and then left arm goes in front of you. Palm is facing the midline, it's to the right. Bring your arm to the left so it's in line with the shoulder, and then bring your arm to the side so it's in line with your back. Maybe you lift it even more. Bend your arm and place the hand or the forearm on your lower spine. You can stay here, but let's all focus on drawing the front of the shoulder higher, and maybe some of you will hover the forearm or the hand. Begin to turn your chest to the left, rotate, straighten the arm, hand to the sky, and then bring your hand to the floor outside of the foot. Step to downward dog and exhale. Okay, take a deep breath in and push back through your thighs, breathe out. Lower your knees down onto the floor, sit on your heels, hero pose, and then find the fingers interlocked behind your back. Now inhale. On the exhale, begin to turn your chest to the right, doing your best to keep the left buttock glued to the heel, and also your elbows drawing back. So even though we're turning our chest to the right, keep your left elbow in line with your left ear. Come back to center, inhale, and then exhale, rotate to the left. As you're turning to the left, think of your chin staying in the same line as your breastbone. Your body is turning, but not the head. Keep your right elbow moving in line with the ear. And then come back to center. Reach both of your arms up to the sky, look up. And then look forward, bring your hands to the front, and come back into downward dog. Take a full breath in. Look to the hands, right foot forward. We'll leave the back knee straight and rise up with our arms. Inhale, lift both of your arms over your head. Take your left arm and bend it so the hand ends up behind your upper back. Right hand comes to hold the left elbow and gently pull it in towards the midline. So this would be the most accessible option, but for those of you who can, bring your right arm down, bend the elbow, and see if your fingers can connect or hook. If they don't force it yet, or don't ever really force it, but maybe grab onto the cloth of your shirt. Keep bending into the front knee. The left heel is reaching back. Your tailbone is reaching towards the floor. Can you even pull the low ribs in? And then with your left elbow, move it away from the front. So the part that you're facing, move it back. And then gently release the hooking of the fingers. Stretch both of your arms high into the air. Inhale, and on your exhale, step forward and fold. With a slight bend of the knees, inhale, half lift. Exhale, chest to the thighs, and fold deeper. Rise to standing. Inhale, lift your arms above your head. And when you exhale, bring your hands in front of the chest. Lower your arms, stand tall, mountain pose, and then reach your arms up. Inhale, looking towards the sky. Exhale, folds. Half lifting, breathe in, and then step back into high plank, breathe out. From your high plank, keep your elbows straight, push firmly through your hands so the shoulder blades widen. Keep your arms straight, squeeze the shoulder blades as though your chest was coming towards the thumbs. Arms stay straight, push through your hands, shoulder blades wide. Keep your arms straight. Squeeze the shoulder blades like you're lowering the sternum towards the thumbs. Downward dog. Exhale. Okay, breathe in. Left foot between your hands. Rise into high crescent lunge. Lift your arms. We start with the right arm bending. Place the hand behind your heart. Left hand, hold onto the right elbow and gently pull to the center line. Again, stay here. This is quite a good option to be, especially if you feel a bit tighter through your right arm, maybe the right shoulder. Otherwise, your left hand goes down, you bend your arm and you reach the fingers to hook. And if you can hook them together, you're gonna gently pull apart. Focus also on the legs staying strong. Squeeze the outer hips. Now find a bit of length to the spine. Keep drawing up through the crown of the head, but with your right forearm, move it away from the back part of the head. Right elbow tip pointing to the sky. Release gently both of your arms and step forward with your right foot. Lower your hands. Look forward for length and exhale, bow. Let's rise into the sky. Inhale, lift your arms. Slide your hands in front of the chest. Stand tall with your arms beside you, mountain pose, and then bend your knees, chair. Okay, bend your elbows, cactus. Straighten your arms and reach the hands back. Interlock the fingers, squeeze the palms, open the chest, and then fold over your legs. Let's go for the ribs in connection with thighs. So bend your legs as required. So at the very least, you feel the lowest rib touching the thigh. Relax the neck. Feel where the front of the shoulders are and move them back even more. Greater effort in getting the collarbones wide, thumbs away from your spine. Release both of your hands to the ground. Look forward for length, inhale, and then plank. Exhale. From your high plank pose, squeeze your 10-finger pads, but also ground the base knuckles. Lower your knees, and then find cow pose. Arch the spine, look forward. Exhale, go all the way to the floor. Straighten your arms, and then as we interlock the fingers again, we'll go for the other grip, which the opposite to what we just did. And then right away, lifting the front of the shoulders away from the mat, but keeping your forehead down. Feel a space coming in or bringing a widening through the front of the chest. Now actively press through the 10 toenails and then start lifting just the head, maybe the nose towards the front edge of your mat, and feel your pubic bone grounding down. You can stay lifted, rather you can keep your feet down or choose to lift your thighs. Come down slowly, and then let's meet in downward facing dog. Look forward, right foot between the hands, left knee lowers down on the mat, take your strap. Now, we will this time go a little bit wider with the strap. With our palms, if our arms are out in front of us, our palms are facing down. Let's go a little bit wider than our shoulders. Idea is still to keep the strap taut. Inhale, lift your arms over your head. Now, pull the strap taut. See if your arms can move closer, or rather move your arms further back, and then keep your arms moving back, keep the strap taut, and add a bend of your elbows. Bend your elbows. Almost like the strap ends up slightly behind your head. Now keep the strap taut, re-straighten the elbows, arms and hands to the sky, bring the strap down to the floor, and then downward dog, exhale. Take an inhale forward into plank. Your arms stay straight. Squeeze the shoulder blades together. And then keep your arms straight. Push into the floor, shoulder blades wide. Down dog. Look forward. And as you exhale, left foot between the hands, right knee meets the floor. Grab your strap or belt. Lift your arms around the height of the shoulders. Look at the hands. They're wider than the shoulders themselves. Palms are facing the floor. Strap taut. Inhale, lift your arms above your head. Keep pulling the strap taut. And then as you exhale, begin to bend your arms while also moving the arm bones to the space behind you. So it's almost like you are perhaps feeling, I should say, the biceps contract. Now keep the strap taut and begin straightening the elbows, hands back into the sky. Lower the hands, release the strap, downward facing dog. Now let's inhale forward and towards plank pose. Take your time and lower halfway or all the way to the ground. So chaturanga or lie down, cobra pose or up dog, hold. And downward dog, exhale. Full breath in and full breath out. You can come onto your knees and sit in hero pose or directly into child's pose. If you're moving on to if you're going to evolve your practice from here, go ahead. If this is where you end, maybe even rest on your back. Thank you all for joining me in this practice. I hope you all have a wonderful rest of your day and see you soon. Namaste.